It's a battle of two undefeated basketball teams here in Hayward. Who will go 3-0 at the end of tonight? We got Alameda versus Chabot next on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome everyone to Chabot College in Hayward, California. It is the Alameda Cougars taking on the Chabot Gladiators. And hi again everybody, I'm Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in to NorCal Sports TV, wherever you may be. Well, we got two teams that have started off 2-0 and early on in this 2022-23 NorCal Junior College basketball season. Only one can remain undefeated after tonight, and we should have a fun one tonight. Chabot College with back-to-back wins against Reedley and DVC, Diablo Valley College, these past two nights, doing what they should be doing on their home court. But meanwhile, Alameda, they won a total of only 4 games last year, and they are already off to a 2-0 start with wins over Reedley and Shasta. Chabot has been doing it on offense. 90 points in a season-opening win over Reedley, and then 99 points in the win over DVC last night. Meanwhile, the College of Alameda has done it more on the defensive side. They have held opponents to just 55 or less points in back-to-back games. So we got a couple of 2-0 teams squaring off today here in Hayward at John Wagner Court. And we should have a fun one in this final day of the Chabot tournament, final game of the weekend, day 3 for both of these sides. The College of Alameda led by Ravi Bumbra. Here's his starting lineup for the Cougars. Jordan Jackson, the sophomore, at point guard, followed by Bryce Wells, a freshman from Hayward. Shaquille Hopkins, another freshman from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, followed by Petar Mijatovic from Belgrade, Serbia, and then Wilson Tran, the forward from Hayward, California as well, rounds out the starting 5. For Keenan McMiller and for Chabot College, this is his starting lineup for the Gladiators. Diggy Winbush, the returning sophomore from Los Angeles, followed by Zach Brodus. Brodus from Los Angeles as well gets the start, had 19 points last night. Makayo Mims, their guard, the redshirt freshman from Hayward, from James Logan High School, gets the start, as well as David Ogunle from Houston, Texas. And then rounding out the starting 5, Demetrius DJ Howard, the freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada. Glad you can join us here. Things were about to get started at 6 o'clock tip-off, but we had the previous game between, it was a good contest between Shasta and Diablo Valley that ran a little bit late, so we will instead start around just past 6:30 in front of both of these crowds today. Alameda in the white jerseys, Chabot in the black jerseys. DJ Howard and Shaquille Hopkins waiting for it, and the tip is underway, and let's play some basketball here in Hayward. Alameda will start things off with Shaquille Hopkins, and immediately we already have our first foul. It's going to go on DJ Howard, the freshman, 6'8", great size, from Las Vegas, Nevada, from Arborview High School. And he is going to pick up already his first foul. Bryce Wells, and the three ball on the way. Good by Jordan Jackson. A team high 11 points from a night ago. And he bottoms a three to open the scoring here for the Cougars against Chabot. Ball is tipped. Mims over to Brodus. Here's Winbush. Bounce pass, and it's poked away and intercepted by Mijatovic. 6'8", 220. He's a big guy in the paint, and he takes the ball away. Shaquille Hopkins, guarded by Howard. On the drive, kicks it out. Mijatovic, that's a three. Too strong, and a good rebound by Diggy Winbush. College of Alameda just went 4-24 last season. Here's a shot on the way, no good by Brodus. Offensive rebound, Winbush for three. Oh yeah! Diggy Winbush rattles a three, and we're tied 3-3. As I was saying, though, College of Alameda 4-24 last year in the Bay Valley Conference. Just 3 conference wins, just a season to forget. But they have turned things around early on as this pass was tipped, now back into the hands of Wilson Tran. Now over to Bryce Wells on the drive. Wells penetrating inside, tries to get the M1, no call, but he lays it up and in. Wells had 10 points last night in the win over Shasta. And now we have a kickball violation. Pass intended for Ogunle. Or pardon me, the win for Alameda against Reedley. A 68-44 win over Shasta on Thursday, and then a 57-54 nail-biting win over Reedley last night for the Cougars of Alameda. Winbush will inbound here. Makayo Mims slips, still keeps his dribble. Baseline over to Ogunle, and he travels. Ogunle, the first team all-conference selection last year. Led the team in rebounding, just under 7 boards a game. Here he turns the ball over in Alameda. Head coach Ravi Bumbra telling me pregame this is going to be a good test for our guys, especially against a Chabot team coming off a good season. Meanwhile, that one looks like Jackson stepped out of bounds. So can Alameda surprise some teams in the Bay Valley Conference? Chabot College trying to continue their success from a year ago. Here's Mims. Baseline almost stepped out of bounds. Keeps his feet. Now Winbush from deep. Too short. And the rebound by Wells. Bounce pass inside for Mijatovic. Mijatovic, that's 6'8" size, going against Howard. Loses the ball, keeps it. And now, it's going to be a turnover on Mijatovic. 3 in the key. Chabot that went 18-11 last year. 8-6 in conference play, however knocked out in the CCAA NorCal playoffs in round 2. Here's a shot up by Brodus short, and the rebound there by Hopkins. 81-64 round 2 loss to West Valley. Trying to turn things around in a very good Coast North Conference. City College of San Francisco, a perennial, here's Mijatovic, and the floater, beautiful. Petar Mijatovic from Belgrade, Serbia, from the Gateway Legacy. Solid front court player, and College of Alameda up 7-3 early on here in this first half. Here's Winbush. pulls up by the free throw line. Oh, yeah. Biggie Winbush has a quick 5 so far for Chabot. Chabot College shooting over 53% in their first 2 games, 50% from deep, as there's a good steal for the Gladiators. Winbush. Hard drive, the shot. He is fouled, and he will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to go on Jordan Jackson of Alameda. You can see here on the drive, hanging in the air. First foul committed by the Cougars. Here's Winbush. 13 points, 3 boards, 5 assists from a night ago. And his first shot is good. As you take another look on the foul call. Winbush, a sophomore, had a nice year last year where he led the team in assists, just over almost 3.5 a game as he misses the second free throw. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Thomas Gurma. Winbush, reload 3. Got it! Biggie Winbush has all 9 points so far to start off for Chabot. And that ends up being a 4-point possession for the Gladiators. And they take the lead. Here's Hopkins, meanwhile, and Shaquille Hopkins with an answer. He gets the 2-pointer. And on the drive quickly, checking into the game was Jaden Rivera. And Rivera lays it up and in for 2. Rivera, who is so impactful off the bench. A first-team all-conference on defense from a year ago. Over 11 points a game last year for Chabot College. Here's a deep 3 and a swish and a shimmy by Jordan Jackson. He's got 6 points here in this first half. Gurma, baseline 3. Oh, yeah. Thomas Gurma from Paris, France. And he knocks that one down from the corner. Some pressure here for Chabot on defense. Meanwhile, Hopkins guarded by Brodus. Shaquille Hopkins backing his man down. And can't see the referee's call as my view is obscured. As you see the replay there from on the three-pointer there by Jackson, but looked like it was perhaps a travel. Even though Chabot is playing on their home court, they're acting as the away team. That's why they're in the black uniforms for tonight. Alameda in the whites. 14-12, Chabot College. Winbush. Over to Brodus. Behind the back dribble. 10 on the shot clock. Brodus has to go quickly, kicks it out. Gurma, can he do it again from that corner? Not that time. And a good hard rebound by Bryce Wells. Wells for Hopkins. Inside. The layup attempt by Wilson Tran. Had a couple tries, but that won't go. High screen by Gurma. Winbush. Nick Tumlin for 3. Yes! Tumlin, the redshirt freshman, did not see the court last year, but here he's got a 3. And it's a 5-point lead now for Chabot. Quick pass inside. Hop step by Hopkins. And he hops into a basket. Shaquille Hopkins with 4. Now quickly, not wasting any time, was Brodus. And Brodus high flying to the hoop. Lays it up for 2. Brodus with his first field goal of the game. 19-14, Chabot College. Here's Tran. Boy, there were like 3 Chabot defenders swarming him, and he draws the foul. And a foul call will go on Jaden Rivera. So at the line is Tran for 2 shots. And that'll go for Wilson Tran. freshman from Hayward, California, from Mount Eden High School. Amantu Chope checks in, along with Cedric Lewis for the College of Alameda. Looks like the referee, one of the officials, is still by the scorer's table. Unsure if there is a timeout called or if they're discussing things. We'll take a timeout when we come back.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
Back here in Hayward, College of Alameda taking on Chabot College. It's that time of the year again, folks. Junior college basketball back in swing. D1 and D2 universities getting things started soon as well, I believe next week. But at least at the junior college level, we're getting things started here this weekend. Keenan McMiller, the head coach for Chabot, is having a discussion with one of the officials. As you can see there, Bryce Wells looks like he's about to shoot a technical free throw of some sort, perhaps. Wilson Tran was fouled. And he made the first free throw, and then in between, again, not a very clear indication of what transpired in between those two events. Right now, McMiller talking things with the official. Robbie Bumbra, the head coach for Alameda, in as well on the discussion. 19-15 our score, with Chabot leading. You got two officials standing by the rim, and then you got another official here. One of the officials is holding the scorer's book. Maybe perhaps there was a question about substitutions or starters. I can only guess. So Tran will come back to the line. And after all that discussion, Tran's just going to continue with his second free throw here. And he swishes it home. Three-point game. Two undefeated teams right now. 2-0 Chabot and 2-0 Alameda. Tumlin is trapped. Ball was tipped. And now in the hands of Winbush. To Howard. Howard with teardropper. Tipped. Won't go. On the fast break comes Amantu Chope. And a nice feed inside. And off the glass and in for Cedric Lewis. Really good facilitating of the floor. And now, I didn't hear a whistle. Now a timeout called by Chabot. You had Keenan McMiller out on the floor when there was no whistle yet. Eventually they called timeout. Alameda has closed it down to one. We'll take should we take a break here? We'll take a break when we come back on NorCal Sports TV. You're watching this presentation of junior college basketball on NorCal Sports TV, live from Chabot College in Hayward, California. I'm Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in on this Saturday night, Saturday, November 5th. And we got ourselves a good one so far. 1-point ball game here between Alameda and Chabot. Day 3 of the Chabot tournament. Winbush on the drive, and that deflected, I believe, by Cedric Lewis. Here comes Tran on the fast break, kicks it out. Chope, the Euro step, and the feed inside. Wilson Tran up and under for 2. And Alameda has taken the lead, 20-19. So we are approaching the halfway mark of the first half, and Brodus is stripped and is called for the subsequent foul on Tran. Well, this game is certainly all about momentum and swings, and it's just whoever can get the swing, that longest swing. Alameda trying to make a case for themselves here in this first half. That, an errant pass, intercepted by Mikhail Mims. Winbush, corner 3, yes! Iggy Winbush has 12 first half points already. As you can see, Chabot in a bit of a zone, and however, Winbush is called for a foul. That's his first on Amantu Chope. Nice 3 that time by Winbush. He led the Gladiators last year in three-point percentage at 45%. He's a sniper from behind the arc. Showcasing it here again on this Saturday night. Here's Bryce Wells with 10 to go on the shot clock. Gives it up to Hopkins. The spin, the floater, nothing but net. Shaquille Hopkins with 6 points so far for Alameda. Down low in the paint. He likes that. He likes his spot right there inside the key. Here's Brodus. He'll pull up on the elbow. Short, gets his own miss. Jaden Rivera, that's a 3. Back iron, no good. And a strong rebound by Hopkins, but he took a step before delivering the pass, and that'll go as a travel. You can already tell, though, Ravi Bumbras has to be pleased with the play of Hopkins. Not only when he's about 10 feet away from the basket, but also on the glass and cleaning it up. 22-22. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the first half. Rivera, a swish for 3. Jaden Rivera had 13 points and 3 boards last night in the win for Chabot over DVC. They have been the ones putting up the points so far these first 2 games. And we got a foul. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Wilson Tran of Alameda. That's his first. A 90-66 win for Chabot. As you see the replay there. 90-66 win for Chabot on Thursday, and then a 99-63 win over DVC last night. Chope And before he delivered a pass, he stepped out of bounds. But for Chabot, actually, in that first half last night, it was a 37-32 ball game. They were leading by only 5, and then just a second half outburst. 62 points in the second half. Rivera driving. That was a good look, but it's off the back iron. Offensive rebound by Ogunle. And Ogunle can't put it back up and in, but he is called. He will draw the foul. Let's see who the foul, either on Mijatovic or on Tran. As Ogunle's first free throw will not go. So I think Mijatovic, number 22, is the one who picked up the foul. Ogunle, second free throw, gets it to go. Chabot up by 4. Chope, Mijatovic looking for somebody. 10 on the shot clock. Chope, it's a high screen. Loose ball inside the paint. 3 on the shot clock, and it's a steal for Chabot. Picked up by Winbush. On the fast break, Rivera, corner 3. Oh, yeah! Jaden Rivera for 3. He's got 8. The sophomore from San Jose, from Golden State Prep. Shot 47% from the field last year, 3rd best on the team. He's already got a couple of trays from the corner. Mijatovic, and he's pickpocketed by Ogunle. Rivera, humming, flying high for the layup. Rivera's got 10. And the lead, and all of a sudden, has jumped for Chabot up to 9. Hopkins trying to find Mijatovic, and Mijatovic is going to be called for the foul. Had his arm hooked around one of the Chabot players. That'll be his second. Zayden Walker checks in for the first time for Chabot. Paulus Habtom in as well. Mikhail Mims, Jaden Rivera, and then Ogunle. That's the 5 out on the floor right now for Chabot. Wilson Tran, Jordan Jackson, Shaquille Hopkins, Mijatovic, and Bryce Wells on the floor for the College of Alameda. The kick out to Rivera. Can he do it again from 3? That one off the front rim, and the rebound off the fingertips of Jordan Jackson. It'll be Chabot basketball. Or pardon me, it'll be Alameda basketball. And Wells loses it, and it's going to go the other way. Now to Chabot. I think the shot clock needs to be reset. It's at 20 seconds right now for some reason, but also we're going to have a timeout call by Alameda. We'll step aside here on NorCal Sports TV, a 9-point lead for Chabot when we come back.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp,
31-22. Chabot on top here in Hayward. Thanks for tuning in again to NorCal Sports TV. It's just over 8 minutes left in the first half. Looks like there was a wet spot near the sideline, so that'll get mopped up. Haptom for Chabot to Ogunle. Hollis Haptom. He likes that step back jumper in the corner, but that was well defended by Hopkins. Instead, into the hands of Zayden Walker. Slings it over to Mikhail Mims, but his three is short. And Mijatovic grabs the rebound. Jackson got bumped. And on the layup attempt, he is fouled. Mikhail Mims is called for the foul. That's his first for Chabot. Jackson at the line. The transfer from the College of Marin as he bottoms the first free throw. Averaged 10.6 a game with 2 boards, and he shot over 37% from beyond the arc. Only 3 starts in 22 games last year. It was mostly a scoring punch off the bench as he makes both free throws. But here with the College of Alameda already making an impact and already definitely going to get some playing time for Ravi Bumbra and for the Cougars. Rivera to Ogunle. Ogunle off the glass and in. Ogunle's got 3. That's his first field goal, however. Lead back up to 9 for Chabot, and you can see this full court press as Jackson is stripped. Rivera. Walker. Haptom, a 3. No. Tran. And ouch. He's going to draw the foul as he faked the defender, Haptom. Haptom will pick up his first foul. Unfortunately for Alameda, that does not go as a shooting foul. It was on the floor, so no free throws. Meanwhile, Tran's still going to try and get that bucket back, but instead, not even close. Rivera, here he comes. And the finger roll. Yes, and one. Rivera with 12 and a chance for 13 as the foul goes on Cedric Lewis. His first. He tried to set the charge. What a beautiful finger roll by Jaden Rivera. 12 points off the bench for Keenan McMiller. When he just seems like he's coming downhill every single time. On the other end, as the wet spot is being cleaned up. The 6'3" sophomore Rivera, the lefty. Looking to make it a 3-point play. And he does. A 12-point advantage for Chabot, 36-24. You can see this press. Jackson trying to break free, which he does. Ever since Chabot has started to install that press, it's gotten Alameda a little bit on their toes. They look a little bit more anxious on offense as they force the miss to Bryce Wells. Zayden Walker against Wells. Kicks it out. Rivera, another 3 from the corner, short. It's tipped off of Rivera, and it'll be Alameda basketball. Substitutions for Alameda. Hamza Al-Kublani checks in for the first time. Inbounds pass is tipped by Walker. You gotta love the hustle. However, will stay on the floor with Alameda. Chabot with 15 freshmen on the roster, 5 sophomores. Meanwhile, Alameda, very young team, only 3 sophomores and just 1 returning player. These are the games to sort of figure out your rotations, the chemistry between one another out on the floor. Al-Kublani, that's a mid-range shot, short. And a board by Habtom. Walker. They swing it around. Mikhail Mims. Good post denial by Hopkins. Mims for 3. The lefty. No. And an offensive foul called on Ogunle as he tried to box out Hopkins. Ogunle picks up his first. Was that the 7th foul? Yes, it was. It was the 7th foul, team foul on Chabot. So a 1-and-1 for Hopkins, and he misses the first free throw. Wide open Habtom for 3. The lefty with the beautiful three-pointer there from the left wing. His first field goal of the ball game. And the lead up to 15 now for the Gladiators of Chabot. Deep 3 by Jackson won't fall. Offensive board tipped out to Wells. Oh boy, this Gladiator defense all over Alameda, and now a foul called on Rivera. Second foul on Rivera. Alameda is in the bonus. It'll be another 1-and-1 try, this time here by Bryce Wells. Oh boy, it just seems like Alameda has been stuck on that 24-point total for at least a good couple of minutes. 1-and-1, first shot, and that can't fall. Rivera wasting no time on the other end. Up and under he goes, and he lays it up for 2. Rivera with 15 points in the first half. He is cooking, folks. And if Alameda doesn't get on a bit of a run to end the first half, they might not have much of a chance in the second. Meanwhile, nice turnaround jumper by Bryce Wells to stop the bleeding momentarily. He's got 4 points. Rivera's feeling it. Another 3. No. Good offensive rebound, though, by Mikhail Mims. And now Gurma, too strong. Rebound by Amantu Chop. Jackson steps into a 3. Can't fall. Mims another rebound. Chabot running up the floor quickly. Same up and under layup for Javen Rivera. 17 for the sophomore. And meanwhile, on the other end, Chope draws a foul by Habtom, his second. Well, Rivera loves that right side of the basket. Can show off a little bit of flair with that up and under layup. Meanwhile, another 1-and-1 try, this time Amantu Chope. And that time he gets it to fall with a friendly bounce. Checking into the game for the first time for Chabot is Mateo Hamilton. Chope, the Alameda native from Encinal High School. He'll make both free throws. 6'1", 170 pounds. Winbush back in the game for Chabot. They got Winbush, Gurma, Hamilton, Tumlin, and then Mims. Rivera will take a breather. Here's Tumlin from the corner. No. Tipped out. Mims, another offensive board. Here's Diggy Winbush for three. First shot since coming off the bench. Wide left. And a rebound by Mijatovic. Chope. Nice kick out. Another swing to Jackson for three. And he rattles it in. Jordan Jackson has 10 on the night for the College of Alameda. And meanwhile, Mims draws a foul. That one going on Humza Alkublani. First foul on Alkublani. Two and a half to go in the first half. It's been all Chabot so far. Alameda got off to a good start. And then Chabot has really picked it up late. 3 on the shot clock. Gurma, fadeaway jumper, short. It did hit the rim, and Mijatovic stays in bounds to grab the rebound. Gavin Morrell is in for Alameda. Jackson, here he comes, flying high, yes, and the foul. Jordan Jackson, the Marin native, with the foul going on Mateo Hamilton. Jackson's got 12. Can he make it 13 and make it a single-digit game? And he does. If Alameda can keep this to single digits heading into half, I'm sure Ravi Bumbra will not be complaining too much. Chabot, though, trying to get out, give themselves a little bit of cushion heading into the locker room. Mikhail Mims fakes the three on the drive, up and under, loose. That one appeared to hit off the leg of Morrell while his foot was out of bounds, so that's the correct call by the referees. It stays on the floor with the Gladiators of Chabot with 7 on the shot clock. Keenan McMiller talking things over with one of the officials by the scorer's table. And now the official over by the scorer's table. Perhaps the, do they want the shot clock adjusted, or, again, our angle, we're not situated by the scorer's table. We're here on the baseline, on the edge of the bleachers. So we can't really get a good idea of what the conversation is at the scorer's table. Tumlin for three. Off the mark. Rebound Mijatovic. And a bad pass intercepted. Winbush. He'll pull up for the mid-range. And a swish for Diggy Winbush. 14 on the night for Winbush. Chope flying. Kicking it out. In and out by Jackson. But Mijatovic on the offensive end. A three for Morrell. No. Mijatovic again on the glass. Spin move. Left hand. Off the glass. Can't fall. Who's going to grab the basketball? It's going to be Tumlin of Chabot. Man, oh man. Second chance, third chance. Unable to capitalize, though, for the College of Alameda as we are under a minute left here in the first half. Mims. Crossover. Kick out. Winbush. 3 on the shot clock. Got to get something going. No, he stepped out of bounds. Yep. That right foot right on the line. So a good stand for the College of Alameda. A 3-pointer would make it a single-digit game. Heading into half. Yep. That looked to be the correct call, and shot clock is turned off. Choate brings it up, and we have an offensive foul called on Morrell. And so that last possession, all of a sudden, erased. Shaquille Hopkins will check back in for Alameda. So instead, Chabot can take the last shot if they like. Winbush. With 10 seconds left in the first half. Trying to put his man in the blender. Gets the high screen. A switch. Loose to Tumlin. Now to Howard. The bump. The shot is up and good by DJ Howard as time expires. Now some pretty good defense by Alameda. They were double teaming the ball handler, but DJ Howard gets the shot up. His first field goal of the first half. And at the end of 20 minutes, it's a 47-33 lead for Chabot College, up by 14. And we have now entered halftime here in Hayward. You're watching this presentation of junior college basketball on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be right back. 47-33 in favor of the Gladiators.
Broadcast of Chabot College basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp,
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
We
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%. And we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
This broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp,
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho Care for Life.
Broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp,
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
Ready for the second half here in Hayward. Day 3 of the Chabot tournament between the College of Alameda and Chabot College. I'm Gareth Kwok here for NorCal Sports TV. Glad you can join us. Chabot leading by 14, 47 to, leading by 13, 47 to 34. Leading scorers for Chabot, Diggy Winbush with 14, Jaden Rivera with a team-high 17 points. And for Alameda, their leading scorer is Jordan Jackson. He's got 13 points in the first half. So Chabot will begin things here. Second half of action from John Wagner Court. Ogunle tries to throw it down, and instead it doesn't go in. Chabot in the black jerseys, Alameda in the white jerseys. On the drive, Hopkins, Ogunle swats it away. He redeems his mistake with the block on the drive, and can't get it to fall was David Hector, who's checked in for the first time in this game. Hector, the transfer from City College to San Francisco, didn't see any action in the first half. We're getting the second half start as here is Wells. Seven on the shot clock. Wells up and under. Wait a second. Yeah, that looked like an extra step from Bryce Wells. Good idea, but just unable to execute. Wells has got 4 points tonight. Here's Hector. Pass is tipped, stays with Chabot. The sophomore guard from Hayward, David Hector from Monroe Catholic, had a game-high 20 points last night, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And here he gets his first bucket of the game with a strong finish for 2. Coach Keenan McMiller telling me pregame that he wasn't available for shoot-around. Just a minor tweak to his shoulder, but nothing serious. Just wouldn't get the start, as this one is off of Jackson, and it'll go the other way. Just more precautionary reasons. And with Chabot's offense playing well, really no need to rush Hector out there, but he's ready to go for the second half. Winbush pulls up for 3 and gets it to go. Diggy Winbush has had at least 3 or 4 threes tonight. He's got a total of 17 on the ball game. And a good steal by Brodus. Here comes Rivera on the other end. And this is where the Gladiators can be so dangerous. And there, a bad pass by the College of Alameda. They can hit you from the perimeter, inside on the fast break, and they just have such a suffocating defense. It's a 20-point lead for the Gladiators. College of Alameda has yet to score in the second half. Rivera for 3. No. Big-time rebound. Ogunle. Back to Rivera. Rivera fading away. No. Ogunle, another rebound. Spin move. Off the glass. That one rejected by Hopkins. Here comes Chope on the drive. And a good job by Hector to change the shot. Winbush, he's feeling it from downtown. Oh, yes, he is. Winbush, another three. He's got 20 on the night. Man, oh, man. The best three-point shooter from a year ago on Chabot, showcasing it here tonight. And he's on the floor, trying to grab the loose ball. Well, he can do it all, folks. Iggy Winbush, the sophomore from Los Angeles. Hopkins backing down Rivera. That one deflected by Rivera. And it's going to be Chabot basketball. It was 47-34 at half, and Chabot has gone on a 10-0 run to begin the second half here. Rivera is stripped by Hopkins. Here he comes, kicking it out. Jackson, they need this, and they do. Jackson for three. On the other end comes Brodus, and Brodus lays it up and in. High screen, I'm on to Chope. Mijatovic, Ogunle standing him down, and Mijatovic wins the battle. He's got 4. The Serbian inside. Brodus pulls up. No. Ball tipped. And it's going to stay with the Gladiators of Chabot College. Well, the last 2 games for Alameda, they have held their opponent to 55 or less points. Not the case, though. I mean, very challenging tasks against such a good offense like the Gladiators. As Hector gets the bump and the basket, a chance for a three-point play. Foul goes on Mijatovic. He's got 3 fouls. David Hector at the line to try and convert the and-one opportunity. City College of San Francisco, that was a school last year, won a state title last year. And he brings that mentality, what it takes to win. You're not going to complain with a guy from that experience coming into the program, as here's a mid-range shot. Good by Chope. And we will have substitutions here for Chabot. 4 out of the 5, or actually all 5 of them are going to take a breather here, with them up 20. Zayden Walker, Mikhail Mims, Nick Tumlin, Micah Allen checking in for the first time for Chabot, and then Thomas Gurma. Walker. Mims against Jackson. This is Chabot's second unit here, trying to hold the lead as Tumlin fails to connect the shot. Ball is taken away by Mims, and I think Jackson's going to be called for the foul, and he is, after losing it. Jackson will take a seat. 16 points on the night for Jordan Jackson. (61-41) Gladiators. Three-pointer on the way from Allen, and that's off the mark. Mijatovic grabs the board. Fast break on the other end, and a nice basket by Amantu Chope. He's had a couple of nice finishes near the rim. And now Walker underneath to Tumlin. Beautiful feed. Zayden Walker to Nick Tumlin. And a timeout called.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
63 to 43, 13 left in the second half here from Hayward. This Gladiator offense trying to reach 90 points for a third straight night. 90 points in their season opening win over Reedley on Thursday, and then 99 in the win over DVC yesterday. Here they have 63, and there's still 14 minutes left in the second half, as we got a foul here on the floor. It's going to go on Makayo Mims of Chabot. His second foul. Well, Ravi Bumbra of Alameda told me pregame, well, this would be a challenge for our guys. Facing a good team like Chabot, fourth-rated team, according to the poll. Wells, top of the key three. Nope. Here's Makayo Mims on the rebound. Step back three for Walker. Short. Loose rebound picked up by Bryce Wells. And here comes Alameda the other way. Here's Wilson Tran, who's back in the game for the Cougars. Shaquille Hopkins. And foul on the pass, entry pass. That'll be on Thomas Gurma, his first. But hey, if Alameda can continue, again, this is a good team in Chabot, who they're facing in conference play, in Bay Valley Conference play when it comes around. As Chope misses the three. Ball goes out of bounds, stays on the floor with Alameda. Just 4 wins from a year ago. They already have 2. They've showcased that they can play some good defense in those first 2 games, and here it's a good test for their guys. Good learning experience. As Mijatovic underneath the rim lays it in for 2. Petar Mijatovic with 6 points on the night. But hey, the learning experiences come against good teams. This will certainly be a good learning experience for Alameda, as there's a corner three by Micah Allen, his first field goal of the night, his first points of the night. A 21-point lead for Chabot. Three-pointer on the way by Hopkins, and that's off the mark, but Mijatovic grabs the offensive rebound. Loose ball still tipped up, now secured by Allen. Walker, nifty ball handling. Tough shot. Oh, yeah. Zayden Walker fading away. And that was not an easy basket. Everybody joining in on the fun for Chabot. As Keenan McMiller has unloaded his bench here. No call. And then a late whistle. Excuse me. We got a technical foul for a flop. As the official explains it to the scores table, so it'll be Wells at the line to shoot the technical free throw for flopping on Gurma. And he converts the free throw. Wells checks out. Starters back in for Chabot as here comes David Hector in for 2. On the other end, Wilson Tran hanging in the air. Offensive rebound, Hopkins. The bucket and the foul for Shaquille Hopkins. The foul will go against Rivera, his third. Shaquille Hopkins has had a nice night, 8 points, chance to make it 9. He's been active on the glass. And his free throw is good. 9 points for number 10 on the floor. But still a lot of work to do for Alameda, down 21. Hector. Trying to feed it to the big man, Ogunle. Against another big man in Mijatovic. Spin move off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Got his own miss. Ogunle. He traveled. Tried to take a big hop step. Instead called for the travel. Chope. Flying high, dumps it off to Mijatovic, way off of Ogunle's feet, loose ball, and we got a foul. Who's it going to be on? Appears to be on Ogunle of Chabot. That's his second foul. Both guys going in head first for the loose ball. College of Alameda, their next game will be next Wednesday at Skyline. For Chabot, they will not be playing until they actually have a pretty long break, almost 2 weeks. Their next game will be on the 17th through the 19th, a weekend invitational, the Shasta Invitational, and they'll play 3 games against Shasta, Santa Rosa, and then Merritt. So I guess that makes up for sort of the lost time in between for Keenan McMiller and his Gladiators. They deserve a good rest for their performance this weekend on their home court. Mijatovic to the other end of the court. Chope slings it, and it's tipped by Mijatovic and goes out of bounds. And Winbush and Brodus both ran into each other underneath the basket. Looks like both gentlemen are okay for the time being. That's the last thing I'm sure Keenan McMiller wants with a big lead, is to have one of his guys, one of his starters, miss any time. Wet spot will be cleaned up. Ten and a half left in the second half and in this ball game. Rivera over to Brodus for 3. No. Rebound by Hopkins. Coming in hot, and he gets hit hard to the deck and draws the foul. Foul on Brodus. His third foul. Chabot with 6 team fouls so far here in the second half. Only 2 team fouls for Alameda here in the second half. Day 3 of the Chabot tournament. Final game of the weekend as Hopkins swishes the first free throw, and now he's got 10. DJ Howard checks in for Ogunle, and for Alameda, Cedric Lewis will come in for Wilson Tran. Second free throw is up, and the friendly bounce for Hopkins. Winbush hanging and connecting on the jump shot. Man, oh man, Diggy Winbush doing it all today. He's got a game-high 22 points. Only 13 yesterday, and he's got 22. Here's Jackson with a strong take to the rim, and he lays it in for 2. He's Alameda's leading scorer tonight with 18. Hector lays it in. And we have a timeout called by Chabot. A full timeout issued by Keenan McMiller of Chabot when we return here on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of Chabot College Basketball is brought to you by Chabot College Athletics, American Asphalt, the NCS TV Summer Sleepaway Basketball Camp.
Over 30 and a half, all right.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, Ortho Care for Life.
Big lead for the Gladiators of Chabot, up by 21 with now under 10 to go in the second half as Chope tries and Mijatovic cleans things up with the putback. Winbush, who has been awesome today. Hector, back to Winbush. Diggy Winbush, right wing 3. Not that time. Mijatovic on the rebound. Well, Alameda wants to get back into this game. They need buckets, but quickly too. They can't burn too much of the shot clock, and that's not going to help as Hopkins travels in front of the official. Ogunle checks back in for DJ Howard, the freshman. Rivera fading away and can't get it to fall. Rebound Mijatovic. Cedric Lewis, Amantu Chope, Pitar Mijatovic, Shaquille Hopkins, and Jordan Jackson on the floor for Alameda. Jackson Back to him on the handoff. 6 on the shot clock. On the drive. Here he comes. Left hand. Denied by Ogunle. But Mijatovic grabs the rebound, but can't get the putback to fall. Hector on the fast break. Kick out Winbush. And Iggy Winbush travels before he tries to attack the rim. You see one more time. Nice contest by Ogunle. And rim protecting presence. He's on the floor along now with Mikhail Mims, David Hector, Zach Brodus, and Jaden Rivera for Chabot. Diggy Winbush checks out for the time being. Almost 8 o'clock local time here in Hayward. High screen by Mijatovic. Jackson, guarded by Brodus. Backing him down, Mijatovic. The spin, the shot, got his own miss. The fake, where's he trying to go? He was trapped underneath the rim. Got it back to Hopkins, who hangs, fires. Another offensive rebound. And Lewis, great second effort by the freshman from Boynton Beach. Trying to see who the foul call went against there. But nevertheless, Alameda is in the bonus, so 1-1. And for Cedric Lewis, it goes. From St. John Paul II High School, Cedric Lewis knocks down both free throws. He had a team-high 6 rebounds yesterday in the win as Brodus going in, swatted away by Lewis on the other end of the floor. Team-high 6 rebounds in the win. 3-point win over Reedley yesterday for Alameda. Paulus Habtom has checked in. Jackson is, or pardon me, who's down on the floor? Lewis is hobbling as there is a foul called. And it goes on Shaquille Hopkins of Alameda. His first foul of the night. $17-point game. Still 7 minutes left. Still plenty of time. Especially if Alameda can get on that run, that little streak that they had early on in the game. They had them out to a lead at one point. Ogunle asking for the basketball. Guarded by Mijatovic. They've been going at it all night. And Ogunle tries to fade away, and he can't get it to go. And a good rebound by Hopkins. Lewis, no hesitation. And the rebound, Ogunle. Brodus, Rivera. Oh, a sweet play. Sweet feed to Rivera. Mijatovic asking for it at the other end, and Mijatovic. Nobody was there to guard him. Nobody got back on defense other than Ogunle. But how about that alley-oop as Brodus going in hard. And he will draw the foul. Foul on Lewis, his second. How about Jaden Rivera, though? As you see the foul. And now Ravi Bumbra will ask for a full timeout here with his Cougars trailing by 17. Chabot 76, Alameda 59 when we come back on NorCal Sports TV.
All the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court.
6:23 left here in the ball game. On the inbounds pass, Rivera tries a quick three. And it hit the top of the backboard, so it'll be Alameda basketball. 76-59 in favor of Chabot. They have not trailed as Chope slips and travels. Chope trying to argue that he just slipped. As I was saying, Chabot has not trailed since really the middle of the first half tonight, as Bryce Wells will now check in for Amantu Chope. Alameda at one point got out to a lead early on in the game, showing good ball pressure, making some shots, but then Chabot, with their defense then throughout the rest of the game and their shot making, their playmaking, they've been able to pull away. Aptom over to Rivera, now to Brodus. 8 on the shot clock. Ogunle, the big man, against Mijatovic. Ogunle, off the glass and in. Ogunle had to work hard for that basket. He's got 5. Chabot trying to put the finishing touches in the final day of the tournament here on their home court. High screen for Wells. Jackson in the corner for 3. Did he get it off in time? Doesn't matter as the shot clock went off. Mims. Brodus. 3 ball on the way for Habtom. Doesn't even hit rim. But he gets a steal on that cross-court pass. Mikhail Mims for 3. Off the back iron. Strong rebound for Wells. Under 5 minutes to go, down 19. Jackson coming inside hard, wanted the foul call, did not get it, but he gets the 2. He's got 20 tonight. Jordan Jackson, the sophomore guard from Marin. The College of Marin transfer putting up numbers as here's Brodus. Brodus won't get the layup to fall, but he is fouled by Bryce Wells of Alameda. That's his first. 2 shots for Zach Brodus, the LA Premier Prep freshman at the line. And he gets the first one to go. LA Premier Prep is a prep academy that offers high school and post-grad teams. Brodus from the Los Angeles area, 6'4". Getting a good amount of playing time this weekend for Keenan McMiller, and he makes both free throws. 6 points for Brodus tonight. Amantu Chope almost stepped out of bounds. Jackson, here he comes. That was deflected by a Chabot defender, and the ball will stay on this end of the court. 4:08 left in the ball game. Chope springs free. Hopkins bodies his man, but can't get the shot to fall, and we'll have a foul called on Alameda, and it's going to go on Mijatovic, who pushed. That's 4 on the big man. Ogunle. He can't foul Mijatovic, and Ogunle, though, missed a point-blank attempt. Pass intended for Tran, tipped away. Nice active hands by Mikhail Mims. Mims, great ball movement. Rivera in the corner. Oh, yeah! 24 for Jaden Rivera. And this has been all off the bench for Chabot tonight. Nice fake. And as Jackson was driving in, a blocking foul called on Ogunle, who had his feet moving. David Ogunle will pick up his third. But how about Jaden Rivera, who left the South Bay prior to his junior year of high school to attend National Power Putnam Science Academy in Connecticut. 2 years went by. The guard returned back here to Northern California, signed on with Golden State Prep in Napa, before then enrolling at Chabot College. Great story by Kevin McCarthy, where Rivera told him that he went to Putnam not really knowing how he was going to handle everything, and that there's a pretty big difference between New York and East Coast versus the West Coast rivalry, because they think West Coasters are soft. 1-and-1 chance for Jackson, or pardon me, he gets that one to go. But Rivera, as there's a kick ball, he really improved how much he could comprehend the game. The game was slowing down to him a lot better. He became a lot better of a defender upon arriving at Chabot. And just the spots on the court where he can take his shots and just become way more comfortable. As here is a bump and a foul on Alameda that'll go on Jackson. Had a great connection with Keenan McMiller, wanting to play for a black coach. And Rivera has done everything McMiller, I'm sure, could want, at least this weekend and tonight especially. Under 3 left here in the second half. Chabot on their way to a 3-0 start as Brodus, nice teardropper for 2. Chabot will go to 3-0 as there's Jackson answering back with the teardropper of his own. He's got 24. High ball picked up by Mijatovic. Amantu Chope got stood up, got his own miss, and puts it back up and in for 2. He's got 8. College of Alameda will go the 2-1 if the result stands. Rivera, here he comes, flying in. Instead, can't get it to fall. Under 2 left. Bounce pass. Tipped. Still loose. Fought for. Mijatovic has it. Jackson, they need a 3. And that clangs off the back iron. And Chabot can slow things down if they'd like, although they've been playing with that foot on the gas pedal all night. Mims traveled. I thought for a second that ball got stripped. And Ravi Bumbra will call time for Alameda. 85-68. Chabot leading when we come back. (85-68). Chabot College is a minute and a half away from moving on to 3-0 in this 2022-23 season. High expectations for the Gladiators and for Keenan McMiller. A good Coast North Conference that has City College of San Francisco, who, by the way, they have a commanding lead over Santa Rosa Junior College in San Francisco, leading by 33 in the second half. Jackson tries to go up and under. He'll stay on the floor with Alameda with 17 on the shot clock. The lob is batted away. Chabot has put in a couple of their reserves, but Rivera is still on the floor. Lorenzo Abelar pulls up for three. That won't fall, but the tip, offensive board, Jaden Rivera. Only fitting that it's Rivera there on the second effort. 26 for the sophomore from San Jose. Under a minute left. Olsen Tran, three ball, corner pocket, no. Zayden Walker trying to get a three ball himself. Why not, Jaden Rivera? Oh yeah! 29 on the game, another three. 90 points for Chabot. Three straight games where the Gladiators have scored 90 or more points. And before we can wind this clock down, we're going to have another foul called on Chabot, I believe. Looks like Gurma hooked his defender, although the officials are still discussing it by the free throw line. 15.1 is left on the clock. College of Alameda, their next game, again, will be on Wednesday. So the officials confirmed that the foul went on Gurma, his second, the freshman from Paris. So Alameda will play again next Wednesday at Skyline. Chabot, meanwhile, they won't play until the 17th. But it'll be a weekend invitational, the Shasta Invitational, where they'll take on three opponents: Shasta, Santa Rosa, and Merritt. Cougars are in the double bonus, so Mijatovic will tack on the first free throw. He's got 11. Final seconds here in Hayward. Tumlin will dribble it out. And that is it. that is the ball game. Chabot College with a 90-69 win. 3 straight games where the Gladiators have scored 90 or more points. And in a game of 2 unbeatens, 2 2-0 teams, it is Chabot who remains undefeated. They are now 3-0, and they take this one in day 3 of the Chabot tournament. Final score once again, 90-69. Gladiators defeat the Cougars. For our entire crew and our production staff, I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long for NorCal Sports TV, and we will see you all next time.